Hey guys, today is June 19th, 2012, and coming with another, I don't know if it's an update, but just let you know what's going on with me. I did a video yesterday, and it wouldn't, like, I'm dealing with free internet, right? So things just don't go the way you planned them to go. So I received Addison's Social Security card today. Yay! I can't believe it came so fast. And it has been 2 weeks. Today, Addison is 2 weeks old. Last night, she did have a fever. And they called me today. And they were saying that she had a fever, and she's stable. She had problem breathing last night. She had Brady's, which I told you last time that Brady's happens when the heart rate drops, but the babies are able to sustain themselves, like get the heart rate back up. She had problems and had to be stimulated, and stimulated is when you have to rub on them and rub their back and really shake them and get them going again. So that was a little scary. So I chose not to go see her today. For several reasons. One, because my breast hurt so bad, like from pumping. I started trying to up the amount of times that I pump during the day to try to increase my milk supply. And because I'm kind of scared to, I just don't want any extra germs around her. Just the people that are there, they're sanitized and they're, you know, I don't want it to be me the reason why she had a fever. I don't know. I'm not sick or anything, but I just don't want any extra stuff to happen. I can't deal with the extra stuff. Like, it's hard to see your baby's heart rate drop. It's hard to it's hard to be in that NIC unit in that room because you hear so many beeping going. He's like, "Oh, is that her? Is that her?" Like you're trying to figure out who heart dropped or who heart rate dropped or the beeps. There's so many different sounds. Like it's crazy. So I'm still not healed. I go to the doctor tomorrow. I'm very disappointed in my doctor. I know I had another kid before, so I know I had a C-section before. So I know you have to allow yourself to heal. And my doctor literally told me that when I left the hospital, 4 days after having a C-section, he told me that it was okay to drive. It was okay to swim. It's okay to do whatever it is I want to do. And here it is, I'm still hurting. Like I'm still in pain. My scar is not even healed good. And you're telling me you're clearing me to swim? Like what's the problem? I still don't know why my daughter is even here. Like what was the problem? What's the reason? So I'm very excited to talk to him. I have to put on my big girl panties tomorrow because I really need some answers. I really need some answers tomorrow. So other than Addison is doing good. She's really doing good. She's the quietest baby in the NIC unit. She's also the smallest baby in the NIC unit. She's not the oldest, but for her age, she's very small. She today she's 32 and 5. Thursday she'll be 33. That's her gestational age. But she's 2 weeks old, so it's kind of hard trying to remember her gestational age and her birth age. So I tried to play dress up and I found a preemie outfit that actually fit her. But the whole outfit doesn't fit her. I tried to take some really nice pictures for Father's Day. I got to hold her kangaroo with her for about 2 hours, and I know the the maximum is supposed to be an hour because you have to eliminate how many times she's being touched. She was able to latch on. What, lick and cuddle or something they call it. So she was able to do all those things, and I was so happy. It's like little girls do so well in the NICU unit. What they really wanted to say was little African American baby girls do really good in the NICU unit, because I heard that so many times before I gave birth to her. They were like, well, before I had a C-section, they the nurses was coming and said, I hope you're not worried because little African American girls do the best in the NICU unit. I'm thinking, really? And then when I went down to labor and delivery, it's like, I hope you're not worried because little African American girls do good in the NICU unit. It's like, dang, it's the second time I heard that. And then when I got to the NICU unit, it was like, African American girls do good in the NICU unit. So I'm really not worried about Addison because I put her in God's hand. And that's where I'm going to leave her, because there's nothing I can do here on earth for her other than provide her with good doctors. And I think she has a great team of people who's helping her, So, breastfeeding. Breastfeeding is actually doing okay. I don't think I'm kind of confused because I was told that because I had her so soon, it's going to take, by the time I'm 40 weeks, my milk should be completely in. So I didn't understand. I know I pumped and I pumped and I pumped for days and didn't get nothing, period. But then when I did start getting colostrum, I thought it was sweat. And I was like, oh no, all that colostrum that I thought was sweat is on a towel. And then when I did start getting milk, I was wasting it. Like, I needed to get every drop of that in the syringe, and I was wasting it. And then trying to get the little bubbles out of the syringe. Let's see, I have a syringe here. Trying to get the little bubbles out of the syringe, and the milk will shoot up out of it. And it's like, dang it. So, Addison is actually getting donor milk until she gets donor milk whenever I don't bring in my milk. So, last week, around the same time now, I want to say it was Wednesday or Thursday, I woke up and my left breast was extremely tender. I was like, oh, I need to pump. I didn't have time to pump because I need to be at the hospital. I was like, when I get to the hospital, I'll pump. Well, my breast ached so bad from the house to the hospital. So the nurses were talking to me, and I was really like, stop talking to me. I need to pump. Like, right now, where's the pump? Get the pump and start the pump. Still no relief. Like, I was getting the milk off, but there was no relief. No relief, period. It's like, what is going on? And then I ended up having to have a meeting with someone. While I was in the meeting, I was like, oh, shut up. Like, stop talking to me. Oh, gosh. I was really miserable. All I wanted her to do was stop talking to me. Stop asking me questions. Let me go home. Let me do something. I need to get out of here. My breast hurts so bad. And it was just the left breast. The day before, it was the right breast. So once I pumped, it fixed itself or something. But Lord have mercy on my little soul. This breast gave me so much problem. It was so painful. I was starting to shake. So I went to the NICU unit after my meeting to say bye, Addison, who I really didn't get the chance to see. Because the whole time I was there, I was pumping. And, like, I could see the side of her, but I never really, I usually go in, change her diaper, look her in her beautiful eyes, and just stroke her head and play with her feet and watch her have a fit when I take her temperature. But that day, it was a whole different story. Addison and Mommy, we had no time. We spent no time together. So, I was talking to the lactation nurse, and she was basically telling me I had mastitis. something like that. And I just found out what it was. Something about a clogged dust, something. Anyways, and if it's not treated, it can get infected. Well, while I was pumping, I saw this really thick, mucus-looking milk. I didn't know whether it was from an infection. It looked like it was infected, like it was greenish looking, or I didn't know if it had anything to do with the fact that I was taking fenugreek, because I wanted to up my supply. So when I talked to the lady, she didn't seem really concerned. But then when I started shaking, like, she could tell I was annoyed by her, and she was talking so soft, and she was so gentle, and I was thinking, speed it up. You're talking like my 9-year-old. They talk in slow motion, and I can't deal with it. So I went. First time I left my bag. When I got to my car, I realized I don't have my breast pump bag. I had to go back in pain. I had to go back up to the 7th floor of the hospital to get my bag, and then that's when the lactation nurse was there who was talking to me. But she's like, you need to call your doctor, and you need to tell them that you may have an infection and that you need some antibiotics. And I think you may have a fever, and you need to go home and get some rest, and don't come back until you're well. It's like, honey, the way my breasts feel, you don't have to worry about me coming back anytime soon. So, I kid you not, when I got home, I was shaking. I jumped in the bed, kept telling my husband, I'm so cold, just put some more cover on me. Just put some more cover on me. I had the heating pad on my breast. The heating pad, not no wet towel. They say put wet towels on you. I had the heating pad. I tried to pump. I think I went to sleep with the pump on, with the heating pad on it, underneath 4 or 5 covers, and I slept all day. And my husband finally went to get the antibiotics and some ibuprofen, and I took all of the medicine. I took so much medicine, and I slept all day. I felt like I had the flu. So if that's what mastitis do to you, I don't want mastitis ever again. The mastitis don't never need to come visit me. We don't like each other. Like, seriously. So after that, after I woke up, I still felt a little tenderness in my breast. So I kept pumping. I kept pumping. So eventually it went away. But I still am taking my antibiotics. I'm taking something that I really don't know how to pronounce it. It's subhalanandapum. It's a substitute for MFG. No, it's a substitute for Keflex. Anyways, I have one more day. I had one more day to take this. So it must have happened Wednesday. One more day and I'm done taking antibiotics. And the crazy thing is, I was pumping and in these bottles, and I was throwing them in the sink, and they was like, you didn't have to do that. I was basically filling up this bottle. I gave it to my kids though. They liked it. They said it tastes like sweet milk. One said it tastes like soy milk. So if you have mastitis, you think you may have mastitis, you should get antibiotics, and you should pump to unclog your breast, because it's very painful. You would definitely know if you have mastitis, and you should contact someone. You may feel like you have a fever or a flu. I'm going to stop this and start another one. So, alright.